Hey guys, welcome to the video today. In today's video, I am going to show you how to use heat shrink tubing here. I got this kit off Amazon. It comes with a whole bunch of different sizes and colors of heat shrink tubing, and I'm going to show you how to do it on this butt connector here. And you will need a heat gun. Like this one here, and I'll show more about this in just a second. I did get this one off Amazon as well, and I have a video on that, and I will link that video at the end of this one. So if you're interested on learning more about it and have the time, please check that video out. But before we begin, whenever you're working with tools, make sure that you're always wearing the proper safety equipment. For this demonstration, I have on a pair of nitrile gloves and safety goggles. And make sure that you take all safety precautions. And before you ever start working with wires, make sure that the electricity is turned off and that there's no power to the wire. You never want to work with a live wire. It's incredibly dangerous to do so. So before you ever start working with a wire, make sure that the power is turned off and that there's no electricity to the wire. Okay, so I've already crimped down this butt connector here, but one thing that you want to do is before you crimp down the other end of the wire on the butt connector, so let's say you crimp this end right here, before you crimp down this end, you want to fit the heat shrink tubing on, because once you crimp this end down, whatever these are wired into, now you wouldn't be able to get the heat shrink tubing on, okay? I just did this in a previous video, and in order to save resources, there was no need for me to have to put on a new connector to show that. I just wanted to tell you guys about it, but I obviously have a wire that's not connected here, so it's going to be easy for me to get the shrink tubing on. Okay, so the next thing that we're going to do is you want to pick out the correct size heat shrink tubing. If you pick one that's too big, this stuff can only shrink down so much, so it won't shrink down enough to secure the butt connector, help secure the butt connector in place. So this is the one for this size butt connector, and I'm just going to put it on here. And we're going to put it over the butt connector, and you want it just right in the middle. So, you want the same amount of slack on the heat shrink tubing on each side of the butt connector. And again, you would crimp this one side of the butt connector, put on your heat shrink tubing, and just move it out of the way. And then you could put the other wire in and crimp it down. And then you could move the heat shrink tubing back into place, and you just want to feel just to make sure that you have the same amount of slack on each side of the heat shrink tubing, so the butt connector is right in the middle there. Okay, so let me shut this and get it out of the way. And then for the heat gun, this is the heat gun that I'm going to use. The brand on this one is Seek 1. And here is the owner's manual for my Seek 1 heat gun. And whether you use the Seek 1 heat gun or you have your own or you're purchasing a different model, before you ever use a heat gun, make sure that you read through the owner's manual completely and understand it completely. The Seek 1 owner's manual tells us everything we need to know on how to use the Seek 1 heat gun both safely and properly. And like I said earlier, I do have a video where I review this heat gun and show how to use it, and I'll link that video at the end of this one. And if you're interested and have time, please check that video out. I actually use it in that video to remove some old side art from an arcade game that I have, and I show how well that it works. It's got a temperature gauge on the back here, and I'm turning it all the way to the lowest setting, and then we can move up from there if we need to. But you want to be careful when you use the heat gun, because you don't want to go too hot, because you're going to melt the insulation on the wire. You also want to be really cautious of whatever the wire is nearby. An example would be if I was to just put it on the plastic table here. This is a plastic table, and then I was to use the heat gun. there's a chance I'm going to melt the plastic table. So that would not be a good idea. That's not what I'm going to do. For this particular heat gun, it has a stand back here, so I can stand the heat gun up, and then I can, put the wire over the top here. Let me get a better angle on the camera so you can see what I'm talking about. Okay, so for this demonstration, I'll have the heat gun facing up like this. I have the stand right here, and then I will move the heat shrink tubing back and forth above where the heat's coming out of the heat gun until it shrinks. And if I need to turn the heat up, I will. But whenever you're using a heat gun, you want to be cautious of whatever you're using it around, because you don't want to unintentionally melt something that you're trying not to melt. So you want to just make sure that you take all precautions while using the heat gun. And if you do have to use it while the heat shrink tubing is, in place like this and on something, and you have to use the heat gun, you just want to keep your distance from it. You don't need to be right on top of it like this. You can be a ways away, and just slowly move back and forth. And if you need to, slowly turn the heat up until you see the heat shrink tubing shrink all the way into place. And you just want to be cautious again of whatever you're using it around, because you don't want to unintentionally melt something that you're not trying to melt. But for this demonstration here, I am just going to leave the heat gun on its stand there, and I'm just going to move the heat shrink tubing back and forth here until this shrinks all the way down. Okay, so let's go ahead and turn this on here. And I'm going to give it just a second to warm up, and then I'm just moving the heat shrink tubing back and forth like this until we get it to shrink all the way down. Okay, so I did have to turn this up a little bit. Let's go ahead and test it out now and see if this will start to shrink down. And I can see that it is starting to shrink down now. And you just want to move it back and forth so you get an even, so it shrinks down evenly. And there we go. Let's turn the heat gun off. And then let's take a closer look at the work here. Okay, so we can see that the heat shrink tubing really shrunk down on the butt connector there quite a bit, and it just helps secure that in place. So whenever I can, when I'm using butt connectors, I try to use heat shrink tubing just to help keep it secured in place. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this video, and thank you so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, and comment, and I hope to see you guys in the next video. Have a good one. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, subscribe, and comment. And if you have the time, check out these other great videos.